you have recently brought out your new song, Flip It, with Book. And it's been so incredible that, what was the inspiration behind that song?
So it's funny that you mentioned that. So when I've been recording with Boof because of Armando, so we met at one of Armando's music video shoots, and we connected ever since. And like basically he makes a lot of Afro music, and I actually like kind of fell in love with the whole genre because he kind of put me onto it. I didn't know much about it, but I always loved the genre. Like I honestly really loved Afro music. And I said, hey, why don't we try our own like spin on it, right? Like we wanted to do an Afro beat, and ended up kind of sounding a little bit more soca, but came out like with our own vibe and our own flavor. And yeah, it was just like I just wanted to dive into the whole Afro scene, and I knew that my sound could kind of go that route because like the rap singing kind of has that fast melodic singing to it, sort of like how the Afro artists have. So yeah, I wanted to have my own spin on it, and just to have the right person who does Afro music, and he's absolutely killing it right now. Like he has like one of his new songs, Kulo Sa, that just hit like 150,000 plays in like 3 weeks. Like it was crazy. Yeah,
because I was gonna ask, like, how was the response to the song Flip It?
No, it was great. Yeah, a lot of people, it's taking a little while to like attract to certain people because like I'm new to that style, and I'm guessing people like don't really know me on his side, but like people like who haven't heard that style from me love it, and people who haven't heard my style from them, like his crowd, love it too. He's been telling me like the feedback's been crazy.
That's amazing. That's really good to hear, and it's really uplifting to see all this attention coming towards your hard work and your effort and your passion coming to light. Now, with that in mind, how do you keep yourself motivated and keeping, say, the haters at a far distance?
The haters, they more or less fuel me. Like being motivated, I don't really need a lot to be motivated because this is just something I really love to do. I'm really passionate about music. I've done it my whole life too, so it doesn't feel like a task to go make music. It feels like I want to go make music. Like anytime I'm out, I'm thinking about going back to the studio, making a new song, or if I get an idea, I want to be there. So the haters, I mean, a lot of the times they just want to talk, they're jealous, and like I understand that, and there's nothing you can really do about it. They can say what they want, but they don't know my lifestyle, right? They don't know what I'm up to. They don't know how much I love this. They don't know who I am, maybe. So that's why they can say things maybe negatively, but they just don't know me. And if they did, they would have a lot more appreciation for me, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. So another question I have is, what were some of your family members and friends saying when you were entering into this industry?
My mom always was supportive, but they were like, yeah, you always got to have a backup plan. Like the whole like uncertainty about music, or the whole no money in it, you're in the wrong place, you got to be out in the States doing it. And it was a lot of like, they didn't think it was possible because like it just seems impossible here in Toronto. Like when Drake and The Weeknd did it, it almost seemed like it was impossible at the time, and they still did it. So I had a lot of inspiration in my life, and I knew that if you just keep working hard at it, things will happen, right? So at first, my dad was always supportive. It was just like hands down, like all in. But my mom always like the super caring one, where she's like worried about me, my well-being all the time. So yeah, they were hesitant to it, but they were all for it too at the same time because they knew like my determination.
That's good. Now, to your younger self and to the viewers who are coming into the music industry,
I would have started singing way earlier. My dad told me I should have been singing way earlier. And people coming into it, like, see, when I started, like, I gave a lot of my music out too quickly and like wasn't prepared. I tell a lot of artists, I even work, like, have under my belt as an engineer. I tell them like, hey, look, like you gotta have your music videos ready, like release plans ready, and like don't, like, even me when I started, like there was a whole year of music where I didn't release. It was just like, this song's done, it's made, it's kind of crap, you know, move on. But yeah, so I just had to keep it going. And yeah, I would tell my younger self, you know, like, make sure these are the songs that you like and you're good with it, and you have your music videos ready and a plan, right? So like, don't just drop it, don't just like release it to the public and don't have a plan for it. Like, you know, like, go have shows ready, go have like maybe release parties, music videos ready, just to make it like, you know, a proper release, like how like the major artists would do it, right? And if it costs you money, it costs you time, you know, stack it up, have a lot ready to go, and then start giving it to people so you have time to catch up, because you don't want these periods of no music. That's kind of what happened with me. Like I had periods with no music because when my music got taken down at one point and then I had to put it back up. So there's periods of my music where it kind of went ghost and then came back. So yeah, you just got to be careful with all that and make sure you work with the right people.
Yes, that's very, very true.